Hi, everybody. Happy birthday, Trevor. That's what I heard. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I am looking at the comments now. You can tell I have progressives because when I do this, it means I'm trying to read my screen, right? My kids laugh at me. Dad, you do this to the screen all the time. I need to get a better pair of glasses. Apparently, at 56 years old, that's a thing, right? You wear progressives anyway. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks, Debbie. I have Nicholas here with me in the studio today. Are you going to show your face today? He's so shy with all these things. There he
Hello.
is. Hi, Nick. Thank
Hi,
you.
everybody.
He is working behind the scenes so that I can focus on telling my story. It's not really a family story today. It's kind of a little bit about my work story. I thought it would be fun to tell a little bit about that, my kind of work journey, if you will. And so I'll have pictures to share with you guys and some stories to share and a few invited guests as well. But I am celebrating 56 years on Earth, which I figured is about 20,440 days since my mom gave birth to me. And 40 years ago, I started my first part-time job as a helper in my mom and my dad's embroidery shop. So that's a milestone to celebrate. And 24 years ago was the first time that I actually traveled to do teaching of my embroidery. And so that's what today's kind of thing is all about, you guys. I'm going to have a couple special guests. And I think that I should start with kind of explaining who they will be. So, first of all, my mom, or sorry, not my mom. My mom and my dad are here, you guys, is what I'm trying to say. But before my mom and my dad, Lorna's going to be coming in, you guys, and I don't have Lorna here at the moment, but Lorna's coming. We recently got to have an anniversary trip. It was our 25th wedding anniversary. We chose New York City. It is our first time going there, and we loved it. And I know that Lorna wants to get back and can't wait to. So I know that she's a teacher, and it's just noon here in Saskatoon. Oh, thank you, Kimberly Deemer. I see her name in my chat box right now. Make sure you click on that one, Nick. I got pictures of you, Kim. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say is Lorna will slip in here when she gets home for lunch. She's gonna be home soon, so you'll get to meet her. And my mom and my dad, yeah, Wendy and George Conquergood are in the house. Go ahead, Nick, and bring Wendy and George on with me. I'm super excited to introduce them. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Trev. Birthday.
Hi.
How you doing, Mom and Dad?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah, pretty good for today.
That's good. Yeah. We live in Saskatchewan for all the people that are watching the video today. I live in Saskatoon, and Mom and Dad are living in Harris, which is on the road to Calgary if you were driving. Oh, Lorna says she's watching. Okay, we'll see you when you get here. Mom and Dad are on the road to Calgary. If you're driving from Saskatoon to Calgary, then you'll drive right by Harris. It's one of the green elevators, as you kind of drive along the prairies. Another one, and they still have their grain elevator. So lucky you guys, because a lot of those small towns are losing their grain elevators, eh? Did you guys notice that? Waka lost one 2 years ago. He showed up in the spring, and it was like, where the heck's the grain elevator? We couldn't believe such a thing. Who would do that? But apparently they get old and dangerous and expensive to maintain. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm rambling. Thank you for coming, Mom and Dad. How are you guys doing today?
Good, really good.
Good.
Happy
All
to
right.
celebrate your birthday. I wondered which year it was, but it's 56, eh?
Yep. Yeah, it's 56. You have
Nice.
troubles remembering that, eh?
Not
I
really.
just have to I don't have enough fingers to count back on anymore.
I brought some pictures to help us remember, because sometimes remembering's hard for me too. So if you want, we can kind of check out some photos and tell a few stories. I thought it would be interesting. Today a lot of people know me as the software manager for R&K Distributing, and I kind of feel like I have a dream job. I love to work with embroidery software, but I don't think a lot of people know how the heck I got to where I am today. And so who better than to tell them than the two people that are probably responsible, at least the most responsible for what I've learned and where I am. And I just want to say thank you to both you guys, and that I love you very much. And thanks for all your support, and because you always supported me, you know, no matter what I was doing. So here we are, and you won't believe the pictures. So I'm gonna get. Let me see what will bring up the pictures. Is that what I can do? There you go. So, and Nicholas can do it. He doesn't always know what I want, so I can also do it. Yeah. So there you guys are. That probably around 1967, I guess, because I was born. Baby Trevor shows up in 1968. So there you guys are. You didn't know you're going to be the newlyweds today, did you?
May 20th, 1967. That was our centennial project.
I like it. Well, that was me. And so thank you for raising me. And it was fun. Originally I was born and we lived in Toronto. You know, and a lot of people don't know that. They think of me as, you know, we live out here in Saskatoon, but we lived in Toronto. And I think I was 11 when we moved to Pincher Creek, Alberta. Remember the Gene Express, Dad?
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
That's my dad there. He doesn't normally wear red leather chaps. You know, that wasn't his thing. But but that was the parade. That would have been parade day. And it was, you know, I guess working on the reserve in Brockett, Alberta, that brought us from Toronto all the way out west like that.
Yeah, that was the project to set up a garment factory for the First Nations people there, and we did that for a number of years. That's on to actually the embroidery business.
It was so great for me as a kid to go from big city kid to like the small town right at the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, where like literally it was cowboys and Indians out here. And to get to know the First Nations culture was wonderful. I know that they certainly embraced you, and you got your, you know, eagle feathers and your pipes and all those things. They, you know, it was interesting times. But that's kind of what brought us to embroidery, you know, and so that was a part of it anyway. Pretty interesting, hey. Mom asked for you. You sent me these pictures, Mom. Did you want to tell a story about them?
Yes. Are you showing pictures of the ornaments, Trevor?
No, it's the quilt. Can you guys not see?
We can't see anything. The screen is basically black.
Anyway, if it's the quilt, I'd be happy to tell a story about that.
You don't see my pictures right now, Mom and Dad?
We can just see a sort of a shadow.
Shadow. It's a black screen with shadow in the background. I can sort of see what's going on, but not really.
You see everything properly, Nicholas, right? Oh, you're on your phone, are you guys, or something like that?
We're on my phone.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you, when you're done telling your story, Mom, go grab your iPad or something and log in and watch from there. Or leave and join again. Maybe what would they need to do, Nick? Why aren't they seeing? They should.
Twice.
They might like to see the pictures because they're off the. You guys didn't see your wedding picture, is why.
Well,
It may be the light exposure that we have.
Oh, is that what it is, Mom? You can probably turn up the brightness on your phone. I don't know if you know how to do that, but tell me the story, Mom. It's the pictures of the quilt is what it is that you told me that we made this quilt, right?
Well, it's a very interesting story. As a young girl, I learned how to do hand embroidery from my mom, and then when we moved to Pincher Creek, I started doing hand embroidery on Christmas ornaments, and the children were all quite interested to watch what I was doing. And at that particular time, I became interested in learning how to quilt and make quilts. And there was no classes. I learned everything kind of out of quilting magazines, and got to buy fabric from Boy Tink's fabric
Boy Tinks. Oh my goodness.
in
Yeah.
Creek, Alberta. And Trevor, you were very interested in this embroidery process. So the wonderful thing really was at probably about 12 or maybe getting on to 13 years of age, we decided we were going to make this quilt. And so we went and we shopped for the fabric and we bought lovely white uh, felt squares to make the blocks. And that's actually a key word in this story is the white felt. And we made pictures of helmets, football helmets, and you designed the logos for all the teams that you liked and drew them on the helmets. And then between you and me, we actually embroidered the helmets. Now, at that particular time, they didn't even have rotary cutters. They weren't mainstream, and we had to do everything by hand. We didn't have a sewing machine, so we not only embroidered the quilt blocks by hand, we had to actually cut out the quilt pieces with scissors, and we had to sew it together by hand because there was no sewing machine. So it was quite a lovely project that we worked on together. And unfortunately, um, we found out that when we went to wash it, it totally disintegrated because of the white felt. So that was a little bit disappointing. And the moral of this story is it's okay to try to teach yourself how to do things, but it's way better idea to take a class from somebody like Trevor Conquergood,
Oh,
all the right way to do things. And so that's the story of that quilt. And the only thing that remains is those pictures, photographs that have discolored over the years. And but I thought it was very unusual that our family life story unfolded from that point to where very shortly after that we became involved in commercial embroidery and renovated part of our property to be a little sewing shop and got a big, beautiful embroidery machine. So that's actually where we kind of all got started. And all these years later,
nice.
what is it, 40 years later, we've gone through a lot of wonderful experiences and opportunities to learn and grow for ourselves personally. So that's
Thanks for telling that story. You know, I love that story. And I was thinking the moral of the story was always take pictures of your quilts before you wash them. But
that too. That's also,
the pictures are nice to have. I have to admit, I wish I remember making that quilt. I was looking at the blocks as we were talking about it because I literally remember making. I liked the 49ers, or sorry, the Steelers, because you know, in the 70s, like when I was 11, that would have been like 70. It would have been like 1980, you know, and or 79. And so they were a big team then, and I kind of remember that. But um anyway, Mom, thanks for, and you said that we made these ornaments that you sent me pictures of. I didn't bring out all, there was a whole collection of them. I just put 3 of them on the slide here, but it's the house and
yeah.
the kitty and the heart ones. But these, we hand embroidered these, is that right? Because I don't remember making them.
Hand embroidered them, and that was when you were kind of watching me do it, and you kind of got the idea that maybe you could do some hand embroidery too. And so we decided you didn't want to do flowers, but you would consider doing football helmets because you like that. So it
Yeah.
was an amazing project. It was more or less all your idea, this quilt, and it was a lot of fun. It was beautiful, and
Wow.
it's in my memory forever.
Well, good. Thanks for that. I mean, you know, it is funny. We did a lot of things by hand, and then now they're all by machine. And it was, and then boy, did we get some nice machines, right? Because, you know, there I am. That's me in grade 12. You know, I don't know if I'm figure out how to turn up your brightness, you know, pull down from the top of your phone and then turn up your brightness if you can't see it, because that's me with the mustache and the high school ring and the you know, and the leather tie, you know, and that's us in front of Westcrest Embroidery Company. where the quality goes in before your name goes on. Anyway, that it's the three of us there in front of the with the rainbow on the door, and it says contract embroidering and tape punching. And I carry around with me my paper tape, that I've had since all those years ago. It's the only one that I have left. I don't know if you have any in your big storage, Dad, but that's my last paper tape, that I kept just so I'd have it as a talking piece, right? But that's what in the 1980s, you guys, that's what an embroidery design looked like. And anyway, that's kind of fun. Hey, Mom and Dad. Now I'm winding it up. Remember doing this? Listen. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Tightening it up and everything. Anyway, these are things that we did. And so I know that we don't have all day to share stories, but I wanted to share a few and then kind of go on. And I love that you guys are here to hear them and to, go ahead and make comments. You don't have to, but I'm going to share some stories. So this is probably around 1985 ish. I'm learning to digitize. This is Dad's desk. I'm at my dad's desk, and I have my aviator sunglasses. I don't know if those are mine or those are probably his aviator sunglasses, but I'm wearing a cool tie-dye shirt there. And that's not a microwave oven. That's the computer, right? That's the old IBM, whatever, AT, or, one of those very first IBM computers. Because really the software that we learned that my dad bought from Pulse was the modern, this was the new technology in an era when things were very manual. We really joined in with the modern, with what was new, and anyhow, and there you are, Mom. I don't know if you can say that, and you're with Edna there. But I love these old machines, like just seeing them, and the hoops don't look that different today, but the machines sure do. That's a Meistergram there that my mom is sitting in front of, and probably I love just how young and beautiful you look, and I guess we all did. This picture here, I know for sure what year it is because I'm in Toronto, and that was 1987 when I moved. I left home, I graduated, moved out to the big city of Toronto. My dad got me a job working for Jeffrey McPherson. By the time 1987 rolled around, Dad was you were an agent. You were selling commercial embroidery machines for Bairden, right? And McPherson was the Canadian distributor. Yeah. Oh, I got a guest in the studio here. Hold on, we'll take a little pause, and I'll introduce her because I don't know if she's got work this afternoon or whatever. But no, you come over here and join me. If you want, you can even sit because I brought a chair. If you wanted to come and kind of join, you're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Hello.
I brought Lorna to class today, you guys. That's my wife, Lorna. I don't know that she's ever come Facebook Live before, so.
Not with you.
Don't be shy. Not with me. That's right. Yeah, with school. So yeah, I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you, Lorna. We actually also have Nana and Pampa here, so it's just a big old party. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Lorna's home.
Yeah. Hi, Lorna.
Hi, Lorna.
Hello.
We were looking at pictures, Lorna, and I had gotten to 1987 when I worked in Toronto. This was a short-lived trip. I kind of it was.
Whether you can hear the dogs in the background.
Yeah, it's all right, Mom.
Yeah.
I moved out there for a year and enjoyed, learning. But really, when my relationship, the reason I went there was my girlfriend, not the work. But
Not me.
It wasn't Lorna. No, it was long time ago. 1987. I was just out of high school. I moved home in 1988, you guys. And in 1988, when I came home, it was time for an upstairs, and it was. We started, we went from West Crest. We started the design, digitize, embroidery design service, by appointment only. That was the door. And that is literally a cursor that you would use to punch designs with. Like, I still have one here, if you can imagine. I snatched this from you guys when we were cleaning out the old building there when you sold the last property. But I don't know if you guys can see that there, but that's one of the old cursors, you know. So these were something that we looked through and clicked the button to long before there was a mouse. This is a new attachment that didn't originally belong on there. But these are, I have my offices full of little, you know, I love to keep the memories that way, mom and dad. So that's why that's there. But anyway, I don't know how well you could see that, but that was a cursor. So yeah, these are the fun times, you know, the 1980s. There I am at my desk, pretending to shave. I think it was a Christmas time. You might remember it, Mom. I've got a paper tape winder. This is the paper tape punch unit right here. You know, rolls of paper tapes everywhere. My big old digiboard, you know, that I would have worked on. Look how long Darcy's hair was, you guys. I don't know what year that was, but Darcy could probably tell me. I think it's 1988 or 9. Because Darcy's hair wasn't long like that for very long. There's Kevin. That, you know, Kevin worked with us for 25 years, if you can imagine, as a doing artwork for embroidery as a draftsperson. You know, he was an art, he was good with a French curve, let me tell you. Yeah, anyway, there's my paper tape and my cursor. Mom and Dad, I haul these pictures around. Some people have seen this story already, because when I visit stores, I'll literally bring my Saskatoon skyline out and show it to people. Like, I'll get it out and wave it around and even hand it around the class like that. So there's my Saskatoon skyline. There's the old draft, you know, so I get out the drafts. I mean, I don't have, do you know who's got a lot of drafts? Is that the right way? Is it this way? Nana and Papa. Oh my God, he's got a whole sea can full of them, because we get attached to this stuff, don't we, Dad? What do you do with, you know, I don't know. We did over, like, there's tens of thousands of 50. There's probably close to 100,000 file folders in boxes. You know, they used to be on sliding, rolling. Everything was kept in a file folder, you guys. So imagine every file that you guys have collected. And I know some of the people that are watching today have collected a lot of design. By the way, there's a chance to win some designs today. And everybody who watches today's video is getting a massive collection of embroidery designs, thanks to Nana and Pampa, aka Wendy and George Conquergood, who are sharing today. And so we will get to that. And yeah, so thanks, Lorna, for joining. By the way, feel free to tell any stories if you want to. And you know, she knows all of this stuff, but don't be shy, is all I'm saying, if you want to talk. Otherwise, I brought a lot of photographs, so I want to push it along, because there's one more guest to get to, and she's coming up soon. But Darcy really, we were best friends in high school, and he started working for my mom and my dad the same time as me. And there he is, managing the production department, you know, at Broadway Embroidery and Stitchitize. And I love this picture, Mom. You're standing in front of a 24-head embroidery machine. Do you remember what you called that machine?
Yeah, called it Big Mother Tucker.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Big Mother Tucker.
Or something like that.
That was we're making patches, you know, back in the day, right? I wish we had pictures. I don't know if you have any of the old shake and bake machine that used to do that, put the glue on the back. I like looking in the background. Look at all the paper tapes on the wall. You know, that's kind of like the interesting stuff that this is a long time ago, you guys. 1980, maybe 1992 or what, 91, that kind of thing.
Probably. I mean, yeah.
I wish they could hear that machine. It sounded like 24 machine guns firing.
Is that right? Yeah, we probably should have been wearing head protection, ear protection. Hey, that's a 6-head there. That one, 6-head, with the drop table up. but you could take that down. The table dropped so that you could do sleeves and jackets and that kind of thing. Tubular hats, yeah, hat frames. There's me. My hair got awfully long. I don't know if anybody can sense it, but it's like when Lorna met me, it was real long, right, Lorna? This is probably where I was sitting when I met Lorna. Well, not literally, but this is my desk around the time that we started hanging out. How's that? That's where I was sitting at, because we were on Broadway at the time, right in the back of the on Broadway in Saskatoon. I had a studio there. We did on the back, and yeah. Anyway, that was when I met Lorna. She worked around the front there at the shop that sold all the cool sweaters and from the Alternations, I think was what it was called. Yeah. Alternations. Yeah, that's how I got to know her. Anyway, so it was kind of funny because I was telling them I was her fax guy.
Yes.
And they would say the girl, because back in those days when the girl would go to buy products, Lorna would be in the store and she would send her faxes to say, expect this box that I shipped from
India.
And we would get this fax and I would run it over to Lorna.
Yeah. And then he would bat his eyelashes and smile his smile. And the rest is history.
I like it. That's awesome. True. Guilty as charged. Anyhow, I love the Stitchitize logo that we made, and it was kind of a little bit, Rolling Stones kind of look inspired, and then this one was really, because then it was time to, really get out there and promote. I think it was 1998 when we made our first embroidery CD on the internet. When we first learned about the internet, selling on the internet, 1998. Do you remember? We made a Christmas CD. It was our first one. And after that, we really chased, and made a lot of collections, didn't we, Dad?
Oh, yeah, 150 of them.
We made a lot of design collections, 150 collections that had over 100 designs each, and anyway, at the very beginning of it, 98, I started blogging Club Stitchitize, get a free design every 1 month. And I did a web page for it. It was a newsletter, I guess is what I should say, until the year 2000. Then we upgraded and I learned how to do web, we made it a website. And the website still exists today. We're not going there today, but I'm telling you guys a little bit about it. Club Stitchitize. And so every month from March 2000 until October 2009, we maintained this club, and there's 107 embroidery designs in that club that we did. And that's Dad's gift to you guys today, that you can all download it. I have it on the website for Sunset Stitches. It's only for this week though. So, if you want to download this collection, you're going to visit my website, sunsetstitches.com, and you're going to download it. And we'll put the instructions in the video, to go along with the video. I'm not going to take you guys and show you today how to do it. Maybe I can, if you need help, you can always email Trevor@sunsetstitches.com. We've got videos that show how to download it, how to install it, how to use it, all that good stuff. But basically it's 107 awesome embroidery designs, and you can get them, but just for this week. So yeah. And it's fun. There's so many stories. I realized as I was picking pictures today that I need to tell more, not just today, so that's my promise to you guys, is I'll do more sharing of the stories. But Stitchitize had some awesome graphics and awesome logos, super talented staff that did amazing work. And I did not do all the work, but I did lots of it, and we were a team. And most of what we did was custom digitizing, really. The majority of the designs were somebody's logo. But there's 12,000 beautiful stock designs. And today you guys could win right here in today's class a whole CD full of them, 2,800 designs. These were the original 34 CDs, the very first ones that we did. It was volume 1, right? I used, what is it? Stitchitize Complete CD Collections Volume 1. And it comes with the color catalog, you guys. You get the book, and you also get, obviously, the designs. And if you win it, we're going to mail it to you. You can buy one too. My dad has it on sale because he found a box of them in his storage. And I was like, Dad, those are awesome. People would love that. And so I convinced him to put a never heard of before kind of price, right, Dad? Because that's not, what is it? I think 150 or something like that if you want to buy it. But you guys can, my dad is really thrilled when he gets the orders. And so I think people love the color catalog as much as they love all the designs. If you look on my website, there's a page. You can learn more about it. I go all through it. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it today. But what I want you to know is if you want to win this book right now, somebody who's attending live, one of the 100 and some odd people that are here, you're going to put in the comment, hashtag 2800 designs. It's a thing. Nicholas has got it all figured out later on in the video. Even if you have to go for lunch, we understand. But if you make the comment, hashtag 2800 designs, there it is. Libby's done it. She's in. Kathy's in. That's all you got to do to get in is just click on no space. Nicholas said, no, if you put a space, do it again. It's just like I typed it, no caps, right? It's got to be no space, so don't mess up. And you can try and do it twice, but it won't let you, so there's no benefit in doing it twice. But if you make a mistake, do it twice, because you'll get in, right? You won't get in the draw if you don't get it typed right. Lorna's doing it for us. Yeah. Hashtag here, hold on. Lorna wants to go full screen. You silly kid. Or just look at my slide there. I got it typed right out for you guys. Thank you, Nick. So that's really awesome, Mom and Dad. 125 designs for everybody. Plus, of course, the font of the week, right? I've got the font of the week somewhere around here. I lost my designs. The font of the week is called Ballooned. Yeah. And Ballooned. So every week we've been doing a new font, you guys. No, leave them there. And that's the latest one. Yeah, Ballooned. Recommended for sizes up to just under 2 inches, I would say. The satin stitches start to get kind of long. Probably down to about 1/2 inch. Maybe slightly smaller if you put some pull compensation on there. But I decided, since it was my birthday, that I would open up the archives. And so if you missed last week's font, Big Quill Script, or the week before that, Alaska Slip, or the week before that, Doodah, or the week before that, Ball Bound, you guys can get them all today. We opened it up. So I've got on the download page, not only can you get 125 designs from my mom and my dad, 5 fonts from Sunset Stitches, compliments of Trevor and Nicholas over here, who has been making those fonts for me, among other things. And so thank you, Nicholas. While I'm on camera, I want to say I got a card in the mail today from Faith Kilner. I hope I said your name right, Faith. Thank you so much. This is not a birthday card. She didn't send that in. I wasn't asking for cards, but this was a thank you card, actually. Sorry, Lauren, I covered you.
That's fine.
Thank you, Faith. That's beautiful. But she's one of the members of my workshops, and that was a very nice thing to receive in the mail. So now we're going to go on with the picture. So if you want to win, we're going to draw for that shortly. But I got a lot of pictures, you guys. So let me go on with the stories, because so one more chance to win. This is important.
Oh, you're out of control.
I don't know, because my dad said I could give 2 of these books away. So we're going to draw one live right in the class today. Somebody can win it. If you're live in class, just do the comment, hashtag to win 2800 designs. But if, after today, that's over. Don't bother with that. But if it's after today and you watch the video, if it's anytime this week, you've got a week to make your decision. But the deal is, guess the number of stitches in this embroidery design, which is, of course, the Conquer Good family crest. And of course, we have an embroidered crest because, like, all good Scottish families, we took our crest and got it embroidered. And that is the family. You may have seen me wear, this is literally my shirt. I think it's hanging here beside me on the I got it here. So what I'm saying is, this is about how big it is, you guys. So you're gonna don't forget the lettering, just the logo part. I don't know. Can you grab a ruler, Lorna, and tell me how big? Can you reach one? Like, is there one just on the table? Sorry. I'll tell you how big it is, just because that anybody who's come to my classes knows a little bit about stitches per inch, right? And so we're looking at 7 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. 7 by 4, you guys, is your size of your embroidery. And there's, quite a bit of space. I'll put the picture on the internet. I'll post a better picture. You don't have to rush to make your guess, is what I'm saying. Take your time if you want to, Birdie. But post your guess, because the closest will win. Whoever guesses the closest number of stitches can win. And so you're welcome to throw the guesses out there right now if you're just thinking of it. But if you want to, sit down and get your calculators out and do stitches per inch and 7 times 4. What's 7 times 4? 20.
7 times 4 is 28.
28 square inches in the design, right? So that might help, right? If you knew there was 28 square inches, then you could figure out kind of based upon that. Anyway, you guys, I love to guess. So you can all put a guess in, but the closest guess will win. Don't put in multiple guesses, okay? So just one guess per person. If we see people trying to guess bomb, we'll just skip your name. So all that said, but if you put in a guess by accident in the beginning, we'll forgive you, but just organize it, and then get it straight. Okay, so that's how you can win. So back to the pictures, you guys. I know I'm kind of funny, but Lorna's laughing at me. So that is, I will post a better picture, but that is what you're guessing on. So hashtag 2800 designs, and also put in the number of stitches. 2 chances to win. On with the Stitchitized Embroidery Design Roadshow. We started traveling in the year 2000 to do events and teach and promote embroidery and embroidery designs. And of course, that's me and my dad. You can imagine we're in New Orleans. You can tell I'm not from New Orleans because I say New Orleans and I don't say Nolans, because it was my friend, Linda McGee, who told me that. You're not saying it right, Trevor. But there we are, Lorna. She's probably like, I hope he doesn't put the picture of us on the thing but I
was just drinking water.
We're on Bourbon Street, and it was a wonderful event. And there's my mom and my dad also down there on Bourbon Street there. But yeah, that's the Stitchitized booth. This is me and Dad in Paducah, Kentucky. Remember Paducah, Dad? That's where we met the Red Hat ladies.
Yeah.
And I got to know Kay Woods, who we did an embroidery design collection with Kay Woods after that. And I met Ricky Timms, and I bought all of his caveman quilting videos. And, that was Paducah 2004. What do you think, Dad? Any idea on that one? I don't know. 2000, early 2000s.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Something like that. This is Thailand with my mom and my dad. Embroidery really was an opportunity to travel, and I feel really grateful that you allowed that to happen, Mom and Dad. That's Darcy, by the way. I told you guys earlier about my best friend Darcy, and there you are, Dad, running the 6 head. And I think that's kind of a Christmas or a family celebration, because that's like Lorna's mom and dad. Little baby Loren is there, and little baby Molly is there. My sister. If you guys don't know, everybody in the Congregate family is involved in sewing, quilting, and embroidery. My sister sewing, quilting, embroidery. My brother, all still a digitizer to this day. So we're all embroiderers here in the Congregate family, Andrea and Carl. Yeah, anyway, there is little Nicholas and little Loren. Loren and Nick spent a lot of time in the embroidery studio growing up.
When Loren was that age, she had an office at Stitchitized, and they called it Loren's office.
Yeah.
fully equipped with a little high chair that had Cheerios.
Yeah, pack and play.
Maybe a little DVD that had some Teletubbies on it.
Yeah, VHS. I think it might have been a VHS.
VHS, yeah.
Anyhow, so fun, right? Another chance. So guys, don't forget, you can win the big embroidery collection from Mom and Dad, and you can guess the number of stitches. This is a fun story for me to tell because and I don't know if you can tell me what you think. We're at the Calgary Imprint Sportswear Show. There's me and Darcy wearing our Canada jackets. I still wear my Canada jacket. If you guys can imagine, mine's still white. I think that's 1989 is my guess. It's pretty white. I still wear mine. I've worn this all over the country. And when I say that, I mean all over the world. But that's me and Darcy. And that's obviously Walter Floriani. You guys, I had no idea that I would ever work with Walter. But he was somebody that I was really honored to meet when he came to Calgary, Alberta, to do an imprinted sportswear show up in Canada. And back in those days, Walter was a big deal guy, right? He was the Dr. Walt. You would ask him, you could write in to get your questions answered in Stitches magazine by Walter Floriani himself, you know. Anyway, we made friends with. Do you remember that day, Dad? Walter was there with his dad. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember
Walter Sr. was at the event with Walter, and his wife was there as well, you know. Anyway, that was kind of cool. And then
we had the home there.
You know, then every time we'd go out and do a show, if Walter was there, I'd track him down. You know, he became like a friend, a mentor, whatever you want to call it. Of course, I joined his club, right? Walter had a club. Lorna was at this event. This is the Fun Club, which was the Floriani United Network for Embroidery Education. And we attended this event. It was in Las Vegas. So there's me and Lorna back in those days. And that was Walter and Sherry.
Actually, Trevor, correction, that is me, you, and Nicholas.
Oh, me, Lorna, and Nicholas went to the Fun Club event. I like it. Anyway, that is, so Nicholas was born in 2002. So this is 2001. And
or early 2002,
you know, or maybe early 2002.
I think it was April 2002.
Anyway, Walter really put on a good event at the Italian Club. Was not in one of the big fancy hotels. It was in a cool club off the strip, and we loved it. I won, by the way. I'm just gonna say it. I won. But there was a hairy legs contest, you guys. I've never shared this picture before. I was waiting I wanted Walter here with me to share it, but you know, of course, that's not possible anymore. But there's Walt and a bunch of dudes that I don't remember anymore. Chuck's one of them. I know that a lot of these people were important people to Walter. And look at me and my hairy legs. Anyway, you guys, what a fun time getting to know Walter, and thank you for letting me share. It's time to bring in our next guest. We have another guest.
Why don't I say goodbye?
Do you got to get going?
Yeah.
So let me bring on for a minute and just say thank you, Lorna.
You're welcome.
Mwah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you for coming to my party. I'm going to give away more stuff today, but you can go back to school or work. And thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
For
Have
coming.
a great day.
You're welcome.
Bye.
I'll give you some space. It's there's a lot of stuff down in the studio, so we get cozy when we work together. Lorna, grab one of your quilt squares before you go and bring it over here. And let's just give a little plug out to the Quilter Select. Lorna and I are quilters. I'm wearing my my magnet keep here. I love these little things because anything magnetic can stick to it. Like a pen like that. No, this pen's too heavy. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. So we're making blocks every week. It's a program. If you're a quilter, visit Quilter Select Facebook page and sign up for our group. But it's Design and Stitch is a block of the week. And so we're on week 7, and every weekend Lorna and I make a block together. So thanks for bringing that over, Lorna, to show from a little something from the studio.
No
so yeah, lots of friends here today. Hi, Phyllis. I got a picture of you. So glad to see you're here. I'm just looking at the names for a minute there, you guys. My mom and my dad are still here, but it's time to bring on our next guest, you guys. And so maybe just for a minute, I'll take mom and dad and bring on Nick, will you bring Celine in? This is Celine Ross, you guys, from École de Couture in Montreal, Canada, and she's my wonderful friend in embroidery and somebody who's so special. I wanted to bring to the party because it's also Celine's birthday. You guys, happy birthday, Celine! Happy birthday, everybody! Say happy birthday to Celine because we are birthday buddies. And so it's wonderful for you to come. And I'm sorry it took so long to get you into the video. So let's go for it now. I got Celine here. Hello, bonjour.
At my age, I can wait.
Oh,
No problem.
you look just like you did the day I met you.
I didn't have that color, that hair color.
Yeah, I know, but that's all the girls are dyeing their hair that color that you got now.
Oh, well.
People pay a lot of money to get that hair color,
Oh, well, me, it's free. It's free. Yes.
Lucky you, Celine. Lucky you.
Happy
You look
birthday to
wonderful.
you also.
Thank you. I'm so happy to share a few moments with you today. I brought some pictures. Celine, you guys have to understand, Celine and I met early in my embroidery, maybe 2001, somewhere around that year. And we had some really wonderful opportunities together, trips that we went on to different types of conferences to teach. We both taught at the same place a lot of times. Japan, we were in Japan together. Taiwan, we were in Taiwan together. Thailand, I was with you in Thailand. Germany, Norway, bunch of times. 5 times we went to Norway. Celine, 5 times. So I had to bring you because of anybody that could share my embroidery story other than my mom and my dad, which are still here. Bring them into the party, Nick. Can we all 3 go in and do it? Is that possible? We can do the party. There we go. We're all in the party together.
Hello, both of you.
Hey, Celine.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Celine, not only have you been a wonderful friend, you've been my biggest supporter and Stitchitize's biggest supporter. Honestly, everything we ever tried to do in embroidery, Celine said, let's go, and participated. So thank you so much to you for all these years. I mean, every embroidery club I ever did, Celine was one of the people involved.
Yeah.
Every class I ever did, Celine was one of the people who participated. And so thank you so much for just all your knowledge and talent. If you don't know, you guys, Celine is also celebrating her birthday today. You don't have to tell us how many birthdays. If you want to, you can. But you can tell us how many years you had your sewing school and how many years you've been teaching.
42 years that I have my sewing school, finish in April. And I'm going to start my 43rd year. And I have my embroidery club since 30 years, finished this year. I'm going to start my 31st year.
That's amazing.
I was cooking for you and me a birthday cake.
It's beautiful. Look at this.
Yes.
Oh, you're so sweet. Did you sew that on the brand new with the biggest embroidery hoop I ever saw?
Exactly. Continental M17.
I want you to bring that to the swimming pool and hold it out, and I'm going to dive through the hoop and into the pool.
Well, look, I want to see that.
I might have to
see this.
I might have to try and shave a couple pounds.
Me too. But you know what? This one has no calorie. No calorie.
Very nice. Very nice. If you don't know Celine Ross from École de Couture in Montreal, Canada, everybody, I brought the slides to show them. There we are, me and you and my father. This is her website, écoledecouture.com. I'll put it in my links, I'll put it in the comments. So Nick, if you want to make a comment for Celine, écoledecouture.com, just check it before you link it, search up the website, but it's all one word, écoledecouture.com. It's DECOLEDECOUTURE.com. And anyway, she has a wonderful sewing school in Montreal. She's a Janome educator. She's an independent educator for Janome for as long as I've known her, and many years more. So she knows every embroidery machine in the home industry ever. Janome came out with the MC 8000,
1,000. Yes, I was
right?
there.
She was
Yeah.
there. You
Yeah.
guys, the 9000 that Shalene was there.
I start with Janome with the Memory Craft Memory 7.
Really?
The Memory 7, 1981.
Wow.
Oh, I was young.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So Celine,
Yeah.
and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And I know that people, if you are looking on the internet, Facebook, what should they visit you? What's the best way to follow you? Where do you want them to go?
Well, I have my private Facebook, which it's in French, huh? Because
Well, tell them where you want them
Montreal.
to find you. Is there an
In
English one?
Yeah, in English, I'm doing for Janome America every Tuesday at 3 o'clock. So
Okay.
it's Janome sewing machine, Janome America, and it every Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
Very good.
Yeah. And
Check
the
her
rest
out.
is all in French. Yeah.
It'll be the best Tuesday afternoon you ever spent. So
half an hour, 30 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Sorry. Yeah.
I can fit that in over lunch.
Okay. Maybe.
I always watch you I usually catch the replay because I'm usually Tuesday afternoon. I seem to have a lot of meetings on Tuesday, everybody, because I travel a lot of Wednesdays. So I usually get everything done Tuesday. Okay, Celine, I'm going to share a few pictures and you can enjoy them. Bring mom and dad in too, Nick. There you are. That's like literally what you looked like when I met you.
Okay.
And mom and dad, you just feel free to chime in if you want. Now I'm in your store, in your school. I'm in Montreal, Canada. And I taught this class for all of your attendees that were there that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. Anyway, that's Celine. She's tucked in the back, and I'm, of course, stealing the limelight in the front. That's just me. I like to be like that. Oh boy, so I've got some pictures from all the it took a long time to get ready because I had so many pictures to look through, and I'm glad because I needed to look through them for Floriani because it's also Floriani's 20th anniversary this year, and I want to share some pictures for them. So it was fun to get through all my pictures, but look at us in Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Japan.
With Shinji Tsunoda.
Shinji, right here, you and Shinji, and that's his little darling girls. I bet those girls are big kids now.
Yes. Oh yeah, they're over 20 years old.
I saw Shinji in Houston last fall, like this in 23.
Okay.
It was nice to see him. Yeah, 23, maybe 22. I don't know. I'm getting old sometimes. I can't remember. Yeah, Thailand with this is me and the elephant by the lily pond. Lotus pond. That's David Manierka. This was the International Educator Meeting, and I was an international guest, so I was out of scope. I was the one guy that didn't work for Janome, but was brought in because really Stitchitize had a wonderful partnership. My dad made some really amazing collections for Janome. And we had a friendship, and I was allowed to travel to share some knowledge, as part of that. So these trips were really special to me. That's just the Grand Hotel in Taiwan.
Oh, that was beautiful there.
Yeah, and that's me talking at some dinner, at the farewell, supper for the meeting there in Taiwan. Now me and Lorna are in Australia. In the Blue Mountains, and this was another big trip for Janome, and my dad came over, and it was really fun to have some memories from Australia. There's little Loren, so Loren and Nicholas got to come with us to the trip to Australia. These were some of you guys might know Leslie and Rill from Australia, but these are some wonderful sewing dealers and people that we got to know. That's our friends Peter and Erica from Subox. And little Nicholas and Reese got to know Peter and Erica while we spent. Lauren and I were there for 6 weeks. We kind of went over to do a conference and then decided to make it a family trip. And oh my goodness, isn't this fun?
I don't think so.
She didn't want me to. She
But
was
for
probably
you,
thinking, I hope he's not going to bring out the picture of us with the hats in Norway.
I was hoping. I said, I hope he throw this away, but you did do it.
It's too late. I
Yeah.
put it on all my external hard drives. You can't delete it. It's.
Okay.
But this
John,
is John and Marie,
Marie. Yeah.
and they invited us to Norway.
Many times.
Yeah, they put on they are the distributor for Janome and for Baby Lock and for Wonderfil Thread.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to go and see. Those were some nice conferences, and I really appreciate John. He was somebody who I learned a lot from, working with and those trips. So I appreciate those ones a lot. Yeah, there we are, Celine, in
Last
Norway.
time.
Yeah,
This one is the last time.
that's the last time I saw you, I think, right?
No, this is 2-3 years ago. The last time we went there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is that the last time I saw you?
No, I saw you after in Las Vegas.
Oh, right. I forget about the Las Vegas.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, second last time I saw you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we look a little bit younger, eh? It's like we're shaking years off with every
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this is us with Andrew. And Andrew
from Wonderfil.
and I know my father, also had a great relationship with Andrew and loves all of his products. My dad sold all of Andrew's products, still sells them. Isn't that right, Dad? Stitch.ca, is that the where you can find them?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway,
Again.
I run into Andrew so often, you guys, and at different events and things, and so I thought it would be only fair to put a couple pictures in with our friends from Wonderfil there. Yeah, that's my father. Dad, you and I have had some great trips, and I just want to say thank you for, I think now we're in Orlando or something like that. We look good. Hey, look at that.
Wow.
If your phone's dark, you're missing the show. You're going to have to watch the replay just so you can see the photos that I shared. Because you're missing out, Dad. It was 2008 when I started Sunset Stitches and started to focus on education, and it was really not, I didn't feel like I left Stitchitize, but I started my own company, and I was still Trevor from Stitchitize, but now I was also Trevor from Sunset Stitches, right? And I to this day, of course, I'm still Trevor from Stitchitize, and with my mom and my dad, and I love you guys, and I have Sunset Stitches, which is really focused on education. And so I did some wonderful stuff with Janome, in my first ones. Remember this trip, Celine?
Yes,
I
do. I still have my hat.
And I made some really awesome DVDs for Janome, which I've retired them now. They don't even sell the program anymore. That's all things that are in the past, really, to me. But I made, Celine, 26 DVDs worth. That's a lot of work. We did workshop number 26. That was a lot.
Sold all of them.
I know you were my number one customer. You sold them all to all your wonderful people in Quebec
because of the embroidery club.
Yeah, you had a wonderful embroidery club, and they loved you, and they loved me.
Have. Yeah,
and I love those girls. So please say hi to them.
I will. Well, I guess they're watching now.
Oh, well, there you go. Now they're going to win the thing. I want to give a shout out. Do you remember Floyd?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Floyd was my class organizer for many years when I did those classes. He passed away quite a few years ago now, but he visited me. He's right here in my Sunset Stitches. That's Floyd, you guys, Floyd Smith. Miss him a lot. Yeah. More retired CDs that I did for the artistic software. Germany, what a fantastic place to visit. San Antonio, Texas. Oh, wow. Celine, we had so much fun. This is Toshi. Really, really helpful people from Janome. That Janome was wonderful to really bring Stitchitize into the home embroidery world. We were fortunate to partner with them at the time, and they really loved maybe not so much sell our stuff as give it away. You know, that was really when it made sense, was when we did special promotions for your machines and things. And so it was a wonderful relationship, and I loved those years so much, Celine, and that's how I got to know you, for goodness sakes. And you've given me so much, right, in my embroidery clubs.
You too. Come on, it's a business relation. And a good one.
Yeah, but it's more than business. It's real friends.
Also,
anyway, Toshi is a real fun person to know from Janome, one of the main guys now in Japan, I know. But thank you, Toshi, if you get to see the video, for all your support, and Shinji and David and everybody that I loved at Janome. Yeah. I threw some pictures in with Martha. I started thinking, should I throw all my celebrity design pictures in? And then I thought the class is going to get really long, because I know I met a lot, but Martha was really nice to me, and that's back at one of her love to learn, or no, the Huntsville. It was the sewing school in Arlington, Texas, whatever she called it. So she called them something sewing school, but I went there on behalf of Stitchitize. You sent me there, Dad, to try and sell stuff. I don't know if I sold very much, but we tried. And you know, we always put a good effort for. And this is how I got to know Ricky and Kay. Really was through traveling. I crossed paths with Ricky and Kay several times. If you don't know, Ricky and Kay is the R, and the K from R&K Distributing. And they were really wonderful people to me. In the beginning days, they were just somebody that I might go to visit if I needed a spool of thread when I was at the show, and, you know, or something, you know, and they had a beautiful booth with thread. But I didn't know I was going to work with Floriani when I first got to know Walter and, you know, Ricky and Kay. But Ricky and Kay partnered with Walter to make the Floriani embroidery thing, you know, and became thread. You know, Walter went from a guy that just had a club and a lot of people following him to a guy that had stabilizers with his name on them that he literally worked with Kay Brooks to invent, and thread with his name on it, and software, you know. And that was the thing, that the Florianis were always digitizers, and Walter was a 5th generation in his family. Well, I'm the 2nd generation in my family, because Dad up there is number 1, and Nicholas, he's a 3rd generation, right, in our family, doing embroidery. So Walter, he's a 5th in his, if you can imagine, Dad. They came from Europe, you know, working on those big old Shifley looms and stuff. So anyhow, I got to know Walter, and this is the first time this is probably, the picture on the right is 2015. I'm in Knoxville. I'm visiting Walter. The Florianis brought me in and really made me part of their family. Ricky and Kay, you know, DJ Anderson, they had an awesome team. It was so exciting to join them, and you know, make my workshops, right, for Floriani. Then is what I did. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is the last time I saw Walter, you guys. He passed away in 2020. He was quite sick in the last years. Really, it's, you know, right around the time that I came to Floriani, Walter was stepping back, because he'd had a bad health situation, and so I didn't really get to work with him as much as I would have thought I was going to when I did start to work with Floriani. But he came and saw me in the office. This was a card that some people had made to wish him, because he'd been in the hospital, and it was like a thank you, you know, get well Walter card, and I took a picture with him there. But literally that afternoon, there was a double rainbow over the office, you know, at R&K Distributing in Knoxville. So I kind of felt it was special. That's the last time I saw Walter. It was many years after that he passed away. It was 2020. Walter passed away, and not from COVID. It was just, he'd been unwell for a long time. Yeah. So yeah, anyway, that's my story. Celine, it's so great to have you. You know, from here on, all my pictures are all my new friends, right, that I've met with Floriani. There's some really wonderful people that I met with Floriani, Ricky and Kay Brooks. This is Donna and Phyllis, you guys. They were Janome people, right? Janome, they did all 26 of my workshops with Janome. Donna sold them, you know, and I think Phyllis was like her teacher, and they became good friends to me. Literally, these two girls were like, Trevor, you need to switch, you know, you should do a Floriani workshop, because you know, that's what we're using now, and we love it. It's a great program, And so I want to say thank you. Quick shout out to Phyllis and Donna down there in Alabama. Those girls were awesome. And that's me and Ricky. Right when I first got to know RNK, you know, and then so now Sunset Stitches is now doing products for Floriani, you know, and eventually I retired my Janome ones, and really, you know, it was 2019 when I got hired as the software manager. So for the first 4 years, I was kind of just the VIP guest at the events, and I did the workshops. You know, I did my first workshop, number 1, and then I did number 2. And these are all workshops that I've done for Floriani software. Each one of these is like a series of classes that I recorded live. You know, I don't re-record them. They're in the can. You know, you can watch them if you want. They're all great classes. I did a fusion workshop. I did a workshop 4 as my current one. If you don't know, I'm recording workshop 4 right now. Like last week was our snowflake. This week, Tuesday, we had the snowflake challenge. And I digitized, this is my latest snowflake that I did for Tuesday's class, but everybody did snowflakes. I had a whole, you know, beautiful collection of snowflakes that my members sent in. Do you remember the challenges, Celine? Well, I still do them. I know you don't have time to do my challenges anymore, but you're still my best friend in embroidery. And thank you for joining me.
I thank you.
Nowadays, you're going to laugh, Celine. We call it the Trevor Trove. The Trevor Trove is all my stuff. You know, you can get it all in one membership, right? The whole thing, but it's my workshops plus my embroidery club and embroidery club 1 and 2. And embroidery club 1 and 2 is really, I wanted to have Celine here to talk about this. And really, I wish I could have Kim and Maggie here too, because they're, I think I saw Kim's name even. I know she's attending right now. She may still be here, but you guys are the friends, right? It says Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. Well, you know, it was, I didn't grow the friend. You contributed to all my classes, to all my
all of them. Yeah.
And we made some really amazing things. Do you remember? I don't know if you can see this. So here, where is it? Can you even see it? Is it over here, Nick? I can't. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The flower. Yeah. From the
it's
bracelet.
A rose, right? Yeah. From the bracelet. Yes. Well, I redid the rose now, and I made it like a earring or like a bro, like a pin. Celine, you were the one I made that with. And anyway, you guys. So that's what I'm telling you. Embroidery Club Season 1 and Season 2. Here's the thing. If you like, comment, or share on this video, next Friday, I'll give away 10 copies of each, you know, I'll give 10 people both, you know, so it'll be a membership. It's not a disc. You're just going to get a membership. If you're already a member and you win, I will find a beautiful Stitchitize, maybe not a big one, but I'll get a nice prize for you guys. But if you're not in my embroidery club, if you like today or comment or share, Nicholas will help me pick the winners. We'll do 10 of them. So, and for embroidery club. So yeah, that's an extra prize. So like, comment, or share to win embroidery club Season 1 and Season 2. Season 2, you know, Celine, it's not finished.
I'm waiting for you.
I know. You can be the voice of all the people that are waiting for me, because you're not the only one, Celine, my love.
Can I say something?
Yes.
You know what? People needs, I should say, a leader like you. You know, you're a pro. I'm a teacher, I'm not a pro like you. But people need this once, I would say for sure, at least once a month, okay? And, you know, to practice what they're buying. They're buying software, they're buying machine. People need a group, you know, to give my English is not elaborate, but to give, you know, go participate. You should keep going with this.
I love you, and thank you for saying that. I should keep going. And I'm not saying no. But I got to finish number 2. And I'll tell you honestly from my heart what happened here, because it was 2019. We were like midstream with starting, you know, Embroidery Club Season 2. everything was going well. And that's when I took the job as the software manager at RNK. You know, DJ left for health reasons, and it was an opportunity for me, and I'm glad I did it, but it really took my time. And so since then, I had a lot of it. I was able to I got as far as I could, and still I started to run into some bricks that I had to fix. So another thing is now Loren is in her last year of university, and Loren, my daughter, was a big part of Embroidery Club season 1 and season 2. She helped me make it. So she started university about the same time that I, and so I lost that. And anyway, all that said, I'm kind of coming back to it. And look, I got Nicholas now here. And so we are finishing. There's still download 10, 11, and 12. And I'm telling you, they'll be worth the wait.
Should we
People
bug
wait.
you?
That's a
Should we
long
bug
time.
you? Should we bug you every day?
Some people do. I have a few that
Oh.
like to remind me. And bless your heart, I accept every criticism. I should have done it, just pushed and get it. But that said, I'd like to be proud of what I do, and now's the time I'm going to do it. So I'm making a renewed commitment to Embroidery Club season 2 to finish it. And plus, anybody who's a member of season 2 gets a membership on my website, which means they can log in, and I'm giving them also access to my fonts, the font archive. So anybody who's a member of Embroidery Club season 2 just got a brand new font every week. You'll never miss one, because I made like the font is free, but just for the week. But there's a font archive for the members that come back. So all the people in Montreal, thank you for supporting Celine Ross. All the people in Quebec, France, I love you. And all the people in the world, make sure you like Celine Ross. And yes,
I have to say something else. You know that
Yes.
I'm teaching a lot in France, now, a lot. Like I'm going at least 4 times a year.
I love
for
it.
3 weeks at the time at least, okay? So my sewing school is even there. So you will have to speak
Bring
French.
me with you to France. Oh, I have to learn French now. I'm going to have
I'll
to spend some
translate.
time in
I'll do the
Quebec.
translation. But you know what, Trevor? You should really go ahead with the club. Keep going. Yeah.
By the way, I was supposed to start with this, and Nicholas gave me a list, and then I messed it up. There were some winners from last week. Winners. What does it look like, Nick? Oh, here. Yeah, here it is. Sorry. Last week, we had some prizes from my live draw. I've been giving these hearts away for the last couple weeks. It says I love you. It's just a cute little heart. I'm not giving them away this week. This week I'm giving away Embroidery Club, right? But the last week I got 5 winners to announce, and I was going to start with this. Melinda Thompson, you won a heart. And Nicholas is going to get on Facebook and send these people a little message to get their address. I'm mailing these suckers out in the mail. There's cute little tiny hearts that say I love you. Pat Roseman, you also won a heart. Okay. And Jeanette Bradbury, also a winner. And Linda Kinzel, you are also a winner. And so Reese, you're also a winner. And sometimes my Facebooks don't have a lot of likes and comments, so you have a good chance of winning stuff, right? Today will be a bigger one because we got some pretty big prizes, and I got my mom and my dad with me, and Celine, and you guys are wonderful for coming. Yeah, it's so nice. Celine, this is from Embroidery Club.
Yes.
Remember the beautiful lace necklace?
Yeah.
That's a freestanding necklace that Celine and I made together in Embroidery Club. It's if you win the thing, you'll get that you can make your own necklace.
Yeah, I did it brown to match my skirt.
Yeah, I got a blue one. I never wore it though, but I made one. This is Maggie.
Yeah.
Now I'm in Genome, UK, and Maggie delivered me to Genome, UK. She dropped me off. When I got to Genome, when I got to Manchester, England, Maggie picked me up at the airport with her son, Sean. And she made sure that I got a proper education about Manchester. And Maggie was somebody that I met through the internet, that became a friend. And so she was one of the people that contributed embroidery designs. It's Maggie and Sean. They took me to a castle. They took me to this is one of the first public libraries in the world, the John Ryland Library in Manchester, England. It's probably one of the big reasons why I'm such a big Manchester City soccer fan. Something you guys might not know about me is I did a lot of soccer coaching. I've probably coached well over 1,000 soccer games between Nicholas and Loren and Reese and even what are you doing home? I got a card. I
Nice.
got a card from Reese. Come in here.
Ah.
Thank you. Is there a video from Reese? Yeah. Can you share that? Can you do that, Nick? Nick's going to share a video. He's going to try and share it. He wasn't prepared.
Happy birthday, Trevor. I love you.
Aw, and it's Loren. Loren's at university today. Why not?
Hello, it's Leo Loren Congergood here to say happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Trevor. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you do too, dear viewer. Coming to you from the University of Saskatchewan. I'm in class, so I better get back to work. Have a nice day, everyone.
Oh, that's awesome. My sweet girls. So thank you, Loren and Reese. Home from school, apparently.
I guess it's my turn. So happy birthday, Dad.
Yeah,
And,
thank you, Nick.
Great work.
Thanks, buddy. It's fun working with your kid.
I have to cut this short, Trev.
Oh, yeah?
I'm waiting for a call from my doctor.
All right, Dad. You go. I'm almost done. I got a few more pictures to share, and we'll wrap this up with some prizes. Don't forget, you guys, you can win these prizes. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Really, I appreciate you being here to share. Is there anything more you want to say before you got to go, guys?
Just want to say goodbye to Celine and happy birthday again.
Thank you. I love you both.
Yeah.
It
Take
was
care.
It
Good.
was lovely to be here and to see all the pictures and to hear the stories. Thanks so much
Yeah.
for.
I can't wait to see the video because we're really in the dark here.
Oh,
Yeah, that's too bad. You will appreciate watching it then later. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Okay. Love you.
bye-bye.
All right, it's just me and you, kid. Maggie, well, what can I say? She was so talented, right? Like, look at this beautiful crochet design. She would never let me pay her any money. She gifted me all of these things. I gave her Nerf guns, like literally that's all I had. She didn't want money, but she was really thrilled that I came to see her in Manchester. Those are some of her beautiful work. So yeah, that's my friend Maggie. And I couldn't not talk about my wonderful friend Kimberly Deemer, because Kim is also somebody who's been such a wonderful supporter through my Genome career with all those wonderful digitizer classes. And then of course, she's followed me along in my Floriani classes. And so she participates and does a lot of my Floriani challenges. And she's also one of the friends in Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. So that's me and Kimberly Deemer, who's a Southern California girl. It's funny, the people you meet through the internet and you become friends with, it really happened over time with Kim, but she's provided such wonderful projects, because I like to refer to Kim as an in the hoop genius. Like literally, I think you're a genius, Kim. I never could understand the in the hoop stuff until I worked with Kim, and she gave me such easy to understand instructions. And anyway, in Embroidery Club, there's some really great Kimberly projects, and I just want to make sure that I included Kim in my video today to say thank you to Kimberly, and also to show a couple of her things that she made. So I'm telling you guys, she made origami in the hoop designs for Embroidery Club. You got everything from doggy doo-doo bag holders to cute little snowman stuffies, zipper bags. You are a genius, Kimberly, and thank you so much for sharing your talents with me and Trevor and Friends Embroidery Club. And again, it was all very generous. All I ever was able to really get for Kim was maybe some thread and some thank yous, So such wonderful friends. And Celine, You gave me everything, and all I ever did was sell things to you. I don't know if I even gave you anything. I think I sent you flowers once. That's about it.
Yeah, I was in shock. I didn't.
One time.
No,
I should
yeah,
send
but
them to
no.
you every day.
I said, which lover is this? Whose lover? Who? I was
Which lover? How
no
many do you
card,
have,
no
Celine?
card, no card, nothing. No, it's my
Ah.
pleasure. I just want you to keep doing this.
Well, I am. And look at the wonderful friends I have now at Floriani. I mean, you guys, this is a group that is so talented, and I enjoy working with every one of these people. This is last year's educator training summit in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I love to visit Knoxville, and I love the educator training, and I love this is our COO, I think is what you call Jennifer, but you guys might see Nicole on some of the design and stitch videos. And of course, Darlene is probably the one who's affected me the most at Floriani, all the things that she's taught me. Matthew couldn't have the video without giving a shout out to my good buddy, Matt. He is customer support right now for RNK and has been for several years. In other words, I talk to Matthew every day about the software and try and help the people. This is DJ and Diane and Trevor. We are part of the software development team at Floriani, if that's what you want to call us. These are people that are really knowledgeable about embroidery software, you guys. And anyway, I love visiting Knoxville. I consider myself a Vols fan, even though I didn't go to the university there, but that's who I boost or cheer for. And just the educators like Kathy Quinn and Judy Fredenberg and me and Ricky and Alex Anderson, of course, is an amazing person with Floriani and Quilter Select. And I've met her on a number of different times, and it's wonderful to get to know Alex. So I'm almost done, Celine. Thanks for letting me show my pictures and have you on here. And then I want to ask you a couple questions before I let you go. So this is Kay Brooks, you guys. That's literally, I'm at ground zero on my hands and knees learning about stabilizers with Kay Brooks. I mean, this is me and Ricky and Cliff Wallace. You guys, Cliff is actually the owner of R&K Distributing. And if you don't know that, he's a wonderful human being. And they brought my kids to Knoxville. That's actually Hope Yoder's daughter. Olivia and Loren and Nick came to Knoxville for educator training, and all they really cared about was getting those Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, Nick? Yeah. Got us Krispy Kreme donuts. And of course, remember Beth, this is Beth Palmer, you guys. So
it is her birthday today.
It's her birthday. Do you want to say happy birthday to Beth Palmer?
Happy birthday, Beth.
Happy birthday, Beth Palmer. She texted me. She was one of the first people that I heard from this morning. Actually, I sent back a little text. But yeah, Beth used to be the brand manager for Floriani for many, many years. And we all share the same birthday, February 16th.
Yeah.
And so these are all the wonderful educators, people that I've met, that I've worked with, that I've traveled with, that I've done trips with. That's me and Cliff. Ricky and Kay and Cliff and myself. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate all of these individuals and the influence that they've made on the embroidery industry and all the enhancements and the improvements to everyone's lives that they've made and the great products. And I feel so fortunate to have met those guys. And now I'm one of the main people, at Floriani, and I love it. Couldn't be happier. There I am with Walter and Trevor and Mark, anchoring the group. Mark Garrett's. I did several trips with Mark and Darlene, Clarissa. So these are my friends in the, and really I came to Floriani in 2015. This is like a 10-year anniversary for me with Floriani, and it's Floriani's 20th anniversary. So I guess I've been there for about half of the journey so far. And these are my friends, from Floriani. So I know you don't know all of these guys, Celine, or I'd make you tell stories about them.
Most of them. Yes, I know most of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
See, we know a lot of people. This is Drea. She's one of my newest friends at Floriani that I've worked with. We went to Florida, one of my recent trips. And Josh, also one of the Walla family that is an amazing guy. And I love working with Cliff and Josh so very much. yeah. Anyway, you guys, I'm done. This is me in Florida, big classes. That's my very first Floriani class at Meisner Sewing. What an awesome class that was. And I just like to say that I still wear that Canada jacket, and sometimes I get right up on the table wearing it. Isn't that funny? Did your mom tell you to bring me water?
I just brought it myself.
Do I sound a little bit spitty? Sorry.
I just remembered you asked for it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Anyhow, Celine, I'm sort of a card, this was my most recent trip, Niagara Falls. I was just there, last weekend or 2 weeks ago, and so this is my family, you guys. I didn't really talk about my family today, but there's Reese, that's Tatum, that's Nicholas's girlfriend, that's Loren, that's my wife Lorna, and our dog Ryder. We went for a walk for was that Lorna's birthday,
Yeah.
Nick, that we went for a little walk for? I think that was about a month ago here. Yes, it's cold and snowy up here in Saskatchewan this time of year, and literally I am out of pictures, Nicholas. Like, that is it. Wow, you guys, I can't believe everybody stuck around for this long, and I just want to say thank you to all my friends who came. Thank you to Celine Ross from École de Couture in Montreal, Canada. Yes, I love you too, Celine. You guys, Celine is such a talented embroiderer, and she's a wealth of knowledge. If you ever have a Janome question, if you're the one person that's still trying to sew a Janome 9000, Celine knows the answer,
Oh, yes. And 8,000 too.
But people don't. I think that the Janome is so incredibly lucky to have you on their team with your knowledge and your creativity and your talent. And I feel really fortunate to know you, Celine, and I love you. And so I'll mail one of these to you today too. Thank you for coming. I'm mailing
Thanks
one
to you. Thanks to you.
Boule de Boulevard in Montreal, Quebec. Carrie Boule de Boulevard or something.
Boulevard des Carrés.
Boulevard de Carrie.
Exactly.
That's where your shop is.
Oh, yes. Yes.
All right. I hope I get to come to Montreal again soon. I'm just looking
Well-
at the comments. There's a lot of people here. Hey, thank you so much, everybody. I just saw Linda's name. Hey, you won a heart, Linda. Congratulations, she's here. So I don't know if you just heard that, but your name was on the list, and
Remind everyone about the designs.
yeah. So I'm gonna just remind you guys that you can win, right? You can win a beautiful embroidery collection. Right now, we're gonna draw for the winner, right? So it's your last chance to win. If you just joined and you haven't been with us really long, you want to put in the hashtag 2800 designs. Right? That's what it is. You'll see it if you look in the comments, but it's hashtag 2800 designs. You don't have to do it more than once. If you've already put your thing in, you're good to go. Nicholas can draw the winner in just a moment. But if you want to learn more about this, just look on the page where you go to download. So everybody's going to get 125 beautiful designs today and 5 beautiful fonts today. Thank you very much from me and Nicholas and everybody at Stitchitize and at Sunset Stitches. You guys didn't know I was the president of Stitchitize, did you? Yeah, and you didn't know that I'm the only, well, me and Nick are like the whole team at Sunset Stitches, But really, R&K, I work for Floriani and R&K Distributing most days. That's what keeps me the most busy, and I love working on our software because let's face it, I've literally owned and played with every embroidery software that was ever made. And my dad was the 3rd customer in the world to ever buy software from Pulse Microsystems. So anyhow, I see Audrey just got her vote in. That's exactly it, Audrey. Hashtag 2800 designs. And so, Celine, are you ready for this? Because Nicholas is going to do something, and it's going to give us a winner. So go ahead, Nicholas, and pick the winner for us. Are you ready to do that, Nick?
Gotta remember how to get to the. Do I want to show everyone this part?
Yeah, you're going to show this part. Yeah, he's queuing it up.
I'm trying to figure it out.
He's going to remember it, and then you were just going to get it on your screen, and then you were going to share the window, and then you got it.
Yeah, but
That's my window. You got to share you got to present.
yeah.
He's just remembering. We're new at this, you guys. Facebook and me and Nicholas, we're newbies, right? So we're just learning right now. And so while he figures that out and gets ready, I will tell you guys what I'm doing.
I think I'm on it.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So hit the button, Nick. Let's see. So we got everybody's name is in there. That these are all the names of people that might win one of these beautiful 2,800 designs, embroidered a paper catalog. My dad will mail it to you guys. Janet Malowitz, Janet, you won. And if you are still in today's presentation, you can send me a private message with your address or send me an email to Trevor at Sunset Stitches. If you guys didn't win one, it's not too late. Just go ahead and put a guess in. I'm going to post some better pictures of the embroidery design that was to guess. But, I'm going to give you a hint. It's more than 5,000. And beyond that, I don't know. I don't know even what the actual answer is yet. So it's a mystery until I open the embroidery design, and then we'll all find out. But it took me a while to find an embroidery design that I'd never released, that nobody has, that, that's something that we made that I could show that was nice. And you guys can guess. So all I got to do is guess, put in there your guess. Maybe your guess is 75,000 stitches. You could put that in there, just guess. And that's your chance to win. If you're watching the video and you're not on Facebook and you're not on YouTube and you don't know how to guess, email me your stitch count, and that we'll do it that way. Trevor at Sunset Stitches. So what did you say, Nick?
I was showing Janet's comment.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very. Did she hear
She
what
said? I never win anything. Thanks so much.
Hey, you won, Janet. We're so happy for you, and thank you. You guys, you spent my birthday with me. I can't believe how much fun this was to tell my story, and I never have done it before. This is a first for me, and I'm so glad you came, Celine. It means so much to me. Thank you so much.
I love you, Trevor. You know that everybody loves you, Trevor. That's why we want you back with your club and with the software and everything. Not just Floriani software, please.
Okay. I'm gonna stick with Floriani software, but the embroidery, I'm coming back.
Good. Okay. Good.
And that's what I'm gonna do. More embroidery, and I still love the software, but I love my Floriani, so I'll stick with that. But I'll tell you, I can't wait till the next chance I get to see you at a show or a conference and give you a big hug. Maybe I just have to come to Montreal and put on a show just for your girls.
But I was thinking of that.
We can do it.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Let's do it in the summertime when it's not so cold out.
Of course.
I can enjoy your beautiful city.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is the end of today's presentation. Okay. Thank you very much, Celine Ross from Ecole de Couture. Thank you to Nana and Pampa Conquergood, aka George and Wendy from Stitchetize. And thank you to you guys for following me. I know that the few hundred people that were with us today are my closest friends. And I know that a lot of my friends will watch the playback afterwards. So if you want to leave comments, I will follow them, and I'm promised to read everyone. Okay, that's it, you guys. We're going to push end on the stream now. Okay. Bye, Candy. Bye, Ori. Bye, Patty. Bye, Celine.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday.